Good morning, everybody, for the second game of the tournament of the 2026 Fargo Woodchipper for the Fargo Angels. This morning they're facing off against a team that hails out of Bemidji. Angels coming off of a win yesterday against big and powerful Chaska-Chanhassen. Game that got exciting, and the Angels were able to find a win, a 5-3 final score. See if the Angels, coming off the win yesterday early afternoon, continue that momentum. One thing I know for certain is that they're facing up against a pretty talented young man in net for Bemidji. Player that I've had the pleasure of coaching the last 2 summers in my AAA junior team. Mr. Colton White in net for Bemidji. Really excited. Happy to see him. Starting the game off, DeFiore with the initial faceoff. Starts period number 1. Possession taken by Bemidji. Far side puck gets lost. Pick up by Therrelton. Therrelton, dump pass up on the boards. Jace Beaslin feeds it up on a dump pass towards DeFiore, who carries it down into the far corner. He's tied up along the boards, looking for an outlet. Checked away by Bemidji defense. Centering pass gets deflected. DeFiore still has the puck down behind the goal line. Tries to figure out an outlet. Puck is going to be able to slide out into neutral zone, just out of reach of Therrelton. Therrelton to Nyquist, who feeds it up far side back into Chase Beaslin, who carries it down past the goal line. Beaslin will continue with the puck. Had a poke checked away. They'll go off for a line change. Giving chase is Sandy behind the goal line. Bemidji back on the offensive. Able to escape the puck back out of the zone. Puck brought in to the far corner, stripped away by Aiken. Over to Jenner. Beaslin has the puck. Beaslin's going to skate it out of the zone up through the neutral area. Wins the blue line. He winds up. He gets a shot. Rebound out front. Lundy was there. Cleared wide by Bemidji. Saved by White on the stick. Recovered by Bemidji. They cycle back down behind. Picked up, poke checked away by Aiken. Allowed Lundy to have it. He lost it. Stepping up beautifully is Jenner Beaslin. Keeps it at the blue line. Dumped back into the far corner. Bemidji recovers. Cycles back around behind the net. Far side pass. Got caught in a line change. Puck's going to get dumped off the boards. Recovered by Beaslin. Beaslin sauce passes it up to Emineth. Emineth lost it on the poke check. 21's going to wind up. See, it sends it across. Shot. Big save. A nice job by Aiken tying up the shot, removing it. And Noonan was sliding over for the save. Puck's going to get brought back down into the Bemidji end by Key. Nice pass forward up near side to 15. Poke checked away, but offsides is going to be the whistle. It's going to stop the momentum that Bemidji was trying to track together. On the draw, face-off won by Bemidji. Back to far D. Forwarding pass bounces off the stick of 40. Chip back forward by Therrelton. Bemidji winning the red line, tries to flip it in deep. Broken up towards net by Therrelton. Therrelton reaching for it, tries desperately to get it across the blue line. It is kept in. Recovered now by Cook. Cook cycles back down behind the net, puts on the brakes, change of direction. Breakout pass off the wall to Polanski, just sends it behind Key. Pass going to allow Bemidji. The Lumberjacks out of Bemidji. 25. He rips a shot, deflected wide off the stick of Therrelton. Picked up in the far corner by 20. 20 gets sent in by Cook. Dumped up from behind the goal line by Therrelton. 40 rips a shot. Glove save and held on by Noonan. That'll be the first whistle with the faceoff down in the Fargo Angels end. There's 12:06 to go in period one. And the game remains scoreless, each with a donut. Loose puck on the draw. Charging forward is 40 for Bemidji. A backhand. He's able to do it. And connection with the defense and the goaltender forces the net off of its post. That's going to stop play, and the referees will come and get things resituated. Having previously watched some games of Bemidji, that number 40 has an absolute rifle shot, which is unbelievable how hard that kid can shoot. Off the draw, possession back in the Angels. Chasing it down far side is Tweeten. He'll dump it down and give chase behind the goal line. Hot pursuit is Bemidji. Centering pass out front, broken up by Bemidji. They're able to dump it and clear it back out on the zone. Chip back forward by Eminette. Dump further in to the zone by Olsen. 40 with the puck. Dumps it off the boards, recovered by Bolte. Bolte's going to cycle around. Uses the glass to chip it up. Tries to give chase. Was stripped away. Didn't quite know where the puck was. Olsen battling now along the wall. Puck slides its way back to Eminette. Eminette had some friendly contact with Bolte. Puck's going to slide back down into the Angels' end. Recovered by Bolte. Cycles down behind the goal line. Passes it up to Noah, who is tied up. Beaslin fresh on the ice from the bench. Beaslin tries to feed it out front to Noah, who is striking as the F2. Stripped away off of his stick in the far corner. Bouncing puck grabbed by Noah. Tries to clear it out as Bemidji. It's kept in by Nyquist at the line. Bouncing puck in the air. Grabbed by DeFiore. Pass across off the skate of Jace Beaslin. Puck gets cleared out by Bemidji. Sent from Therrelton near side to Nyquist. Nyquist flies up. He rips a shot. That's going to get deflected off the leg of 27 and up into the netting above the glass. Bringing play to a close. There's 10:29 to go in period one. Head with the faceoff. Driving forward is 24 for Bemidji. Located that loose puck. Pass across forwarding. Broken up nicely by Therrelton. Puck bounces off the stick of Beaslin. Sent to the defense, and they launch it back up into the far end. Quick shot by 23. Saved by Noonan. Recovered the shot behind the goal line. Tries dumping deep, broken up by DeFiore. Bemidji regains possession along the far wall. Backhand pass broken up by Ed. Flipped and cleared out of the zone by Therrelton. Icing waved off on the deflection. Chasing after it is Beaslin. Beaslin's tied up with the puck along the wall. Dumps it up to Sandy. Sandy's also tied up immediately. Tries to flip it up out. Shot on towards net by Eminette. Was on target. Broken up by a Bemidji stick. They launch it down. Aiken sweeps in to recover it. He makes the cycle and starts flying back up ice into the Bemidji end. Couldn't get it past 29. Stepping in to add support was Lundy. His stick is tied up by a Bemidji player. Forwarding pass by Bemidji, and they're able to get it through back across 15. 15 rips a shot. Massive save by Noonan. Give that kid the gold glove. Some really good offensive drives that we're seeing out of Bemidji here thus far in the first period. Off the draw. A shot from the point off the shin pads of Lundy. Lundy's giving chase. He's going for it. Backhand saved by Colton White. Lundy's stick tied up along the wall behind the net. Puck gets dumped further down by Sandy. Recovered far corner now by 16. Forwarding pass up to 21. Couldn't handle it, but recovered. Launched it up to 15. Puck gets diverted down in the far corner. Quick change of direction for Jenner Peaslin. Feeds it up along the wall. Pass from Aiken, just a little bit out of reach of Lundy. That's going to slide down to the Bemidji defense. 29 is going to continue cycling up through the neutral zone. He'll dump it down and give chase, where it's recovered by Therrelson behind the goal line. Both checked off of his stick. Dumped along the boards by Cook. Recovering it far side is Polanski. Polanski feeds it up to Cook, or to Key rather. Got deflected just out of reach off of his stick, and he was trying to catch it. Recovered by Bemidji. He's still in pursuit as Bemidji cycled down below their goal line. Loose puck found its way out to the point. Shot by Nyquist. Hit off the side of a Bemidji skate. Puck tied up in the far corner now. Cook and Polanski both looking for it. Puck's going to get lodged somewhere. Oh, it was up on top of the boards, where the boards meet the glass. So that's going to have the referee blow the whistle to call the play dead. Bolte now with the face-off. Quick shot from the wide angle from Tweeten. Following the face-off, puck's going to get cleared out. Icing is going to be the whistle. And it's going to get brought back down, this time for a near side face-off. Blocker hand side of Colton White. 7:47 to go, period 1. Game remains tied. Both teams scoreless. Bolte with the draw, loose puck. Picked up by 25 as he stepped up from the wing spot. Dumped in deep. Puck slides up over the stick of Noonan. Picked up by 40 in the far corner. Chipped up from behind the goal line. Shot. Walker save. Cleared wide through the air by the hand of Bolte. To the stick of Embenet to Olsen. Olsen feeds it across Tweeten, who clears it out of the zone. Dumped back in by Bemidji. Loose puck picked up by Olsen. He'll win the blue line. He's going to get sent into the boards hard. Puck dumped off the boards near side, and offsides is going to be the whistle, calling the play dead. As it did cross over the blue line before Emmenith could try and keep it in, with Tweeten still down in the Bemidji end. Near side face-off. Ethan DeFiore, team's token Ed, out for the draw. Driving forward is Peaslin. Peaslin rips a shot, saved by the top twig of White. Wrap around behind the net by Noah, out to the point. Shot from the point, gets deflected just wide. Kept in along the wall by Nyquist to the stick of DeFiore. He had it poke checked off, recovered by 18. They'll flip it up on the glass. Kept in along the far wall by Therrelson. Therrelson having been aggressively stepped up. Peaslin was there to keep it in. Jace Peaslin, that is. Out in front, got cleared wide. That's going to get flipped up now. Giving chase is 18 as Nyquist recovers down behind the net. Quick change of direction with the puck back into the corner to Therrelson. Therrelson lost it on the stick on the turn. Pass out front, 18 was there. Save cleared wide by the stick of Noonan. DeFiore recovers near side, flips it up to Jace Peaslin. Peaslin's going to start skating back up far side. Cuts in towards top of the circle, tried getting a shot, had his stick tied up. Pass from out in the corner by, let's see, Therrelson. And offsides as Therrelson just a little bit slow to get back out of the zone. That's going to be a far side face-off now down in the Bemidji end in front of their bench. 6:05 remaining in period 1. Face-off 1 against Sandy by Bemidji. Defense headbands it up, deflected into the far corner off 22. Jenner Peaslin will recover, skates it back near side, pass off the boards to Lundy, who is tied up, kept in at the point. Puck slid down, bounces off the back of the net, recovered by 21, who sends it out to the point. Shot from the point, gets broken up and tied into the skates of Aiken. Aiken now flying up far side. 16's going to come in. Nice back check from him as Aiken blew a tire. Sandy dumps the puck further down behind the goal line. Giving chase in the corner is Aiken. Tries to clear it out. Kept in. Nice pull off the sideboards by Jenner Peasland to try and get a more centralized shot. Gets deflected up and rainbows itself up into the netting. Chef Cook out for the draw. Loose puck got picked up now by Bemidji. A delay penalty against the Angels. And that's going to be a penalty against Jack Polanski. He'll sit for 2 minutes for hooking. That's going to be the first power play of the game, unfortunately in favor of Bemidji.
Yeah, yesterday we fought off a 5-on-3 for a minute 50.
On the draw. Face off won by Bemidji. Tries to flip it up and clear it out. Is Theraldson. Loose puck under the skates of DeFiore. Loose puck out in the slot, tries to flip it out, is Noah. Secondary shot, is it being able to be successful? Giving chase is DeFiore now down the Bemidji end. Puck gets regained possession by Bemidji. Near side pass just behind 24, who had to stop his momentum. Pressured now by DeFiore. DeFiore tries tying the player up, covered by 27. 27's going to win the red line and carry it back down on the near side corner. Drop pass back to 15, who cycles in through the front. Back to 27. 27 rips a shot. Saved by the fin tipper of Noonan. Oh, get deflected into the netting. It's going to be a far side face-off down in Angels' end. There's a minute 13 to go on the Angels' penalty kill. Face-off won by Cook into the corner. Puck dump near side to MNF. MNF's going to flip it up, out. Looks like the puck's going to be on target and on net, so no icing on the play. 29 recovers for Bemidji. Cycles down below their goal line. Sauce pass up in the neutral zone, broken up by Peasland. Recovered by 18. Near side to 40, back to 18. Puck's going to slide all the way forward towards Noonan. He'll make the stick save and cover it. Far side face-off now, 3:57 to go, period one. Face-off won by Cook. Dumped along the boards by Jenner Peasland. Slides all the way over to the top point. 40 picks it up, sends it back to 23. 23 fed it across to 18. Couldn't connect with it as he was tied up by the Angels. Kept in at the point. Far side puck now in the corner. Pass out front, poke checked away by Noonan. Puck's going to get recovered. Shot again on target, no icing. Saved by White, up to 26. 18 seconds to go. Angels on the line change. Puck's going to get brought back into 40. 40's tied up by Nyquist. Out to the point. Shot from the point. Blocker saved by Noonan. Gets deflected into the corner. Kept in by 26. He's tied up along the wall. And Angels are back at full strength. Puck slides out and kept in at the far point. Shot towards net. Deflected just wide. Recovered by 18. Pass out front to 40. He was tied up by Olsen. And it's miraculously kept in, but a backhand going to be recovered by Olsen. Shot by Theraldson went just wide of the net. Puck dump now behind, poke checked away and tied up by Bolte. Olsen there giving his support. Looking for it. 40's going to recover the loose puck, skating it around back behind their net. Jacks flip it up way high and deep, and icing is going to be the whistle as the pass couldn't get received, and it's going to get brought back down to the Jacks end, the far side face-off. Glove hand side of goaltender Colton White. Off the draw by Ed. 22 for Bemidji, Ed driven forward. Pass across kept in near side point by MNF. Battling forward in the corner is Jace Peaslin. Giving help is Jude Noah. Bemidji's going to find it, come out. Cross-ice pass. Couldn't be recovered by 22. Carried back in by Jenner Peaslin. He's pressured, so he'll dump it down deep. Giving chase is Noah as he recovers it in the near corner. Bemidji had it. Pass across ice was broken up by Peaslin. His shot was going high and wide. Got helped further by White's blocker. Bemidji has it in the corner. Changing quick direction behind their net. Pass up along the boards. Pressured immediately by Peaslin. Bouncing puck off the wall. Stopped short by Noah. Noah across to DeFiore. DeFiore wound up. Took a second and a half too long to release the shot, and that allowed the Bemidji defender to put a stick on it, and DeFiore's shot gets deflected up into the netting. It's going to be a near side faceoff now, down in Bemidji end. Minute 36 to go. Game remains tied, both teams scoreless. Sandy with the faceoff. Puck tied up in skates, recovered by Lundy. Lundy's backhand shot. It's broken up by traffic. Covered in the far corner by Bemidji. Bemidji's going to flip it out. Puck bounces off a stick of Theraldson. Theraldson, bank pass off the boards. Covered by 40. 40 toe drag. Puck cleared wide by Nyquist in the far corner. Puck dumped back in, pulled off the wall by Lundy. Sandy's going to win the red line. He'll dump it into the far corner. Giving chase is Aiken. Way to win that foot race. Puck from Sandy out to the point. Puck kept in as Theraldson was bobbling a bouncing puck. Hard to do. Bemidji still desperately tries to get it out of the zone. Couldn't connect with 25. It's going to get launched back down by Nyquist. Recovered in the corner and tied up by Jace Peaslin. Aiken, he goes in for a sport. He's going to get ragdolled into the wall. Under a minute to go. Pulled away. Bouncing puck out front. Saved by White. Out from the point. Shot from Theraldson. Right into the shin pad of 40. Gets deflected out in the neutral zone. Recovered by Nyquist. Nyquist pass across. Up to Aiken. Over skating it. Quick shot from Aiken. Glove save by White. And he'll hold on to it. 19.1 seconds to go in period one. Speed and reflex of White is something that I always enjoy watching when he plays for me in the Sunners. Off the drop, wide angle shot towards net by Key. Crosses up near side, tying up the player is Emineth up from the point. 18's going to recover it. Nice puck steal by Luke Cook. And far side pass cross received by 23, but not before buzzer brings period one to a close. Some exciting hockey, both teams with some good chances. We'll have a very brief intermission break. Teams remaining on the bench before getting started with period number 2 here momentarily.
Does he want to be a goalie?
Hey, guy. Yesterday's success comes from goals by the Angels. First, there's 2 goals in the first period. First by Emineth. Second goal by DeFiore. Aiken found success in period 2. then DeFiore again popped one in the third period, which gave the Angels back a lead with a 4-3, and then with 1.8 or 0.8 seconds to go, Jace Peasland popped one into an empty net and brought that final score to 5-3 in favor of the Angels. Second period getting kicked off. Cook with the draw. Nice tie up. Allows Polanski to find it. Brings it back down deep into Bemidji end. Jack ties him up in the corner. Giving some support was Key. Low bouncing puck. Key had it. Puck tracked by White. Allows him to freeze it. Oh, hey, coach. Hey, I didn't even see you sitting there. I'm so oblivious. I get tunnel vision. At least I had my voice today. Nice face-off win by Cook out to the point. Pressured. Has to do a spin to dump it back down into the corner. Bemidji recovers. Sends it down deep behind the goal line. Picked up far side. Cross-ice pass. Broken up by Jenner Peasland. Having won the red line, he'll dump it back down deep. Recovered now by Jack's 27. Chased behind the net by Keith. Flip back up again to 23. A very similar play to what we saw Chaska Chan trying to do multiple times yesterday, is they have a camper sleeping up high. As you see, 23 is waiting. Nice bank pass and a tip from 23 intended for 18. Red broken up by Nyquist. Back pass up to Aiken. Swing and a miss on his pass. He'll blow a tire and go down into the corner. Lay down a little bit. Kept in at the point. Pass out to 16. Goes across. Shot from the point. Hits traffic, gets deflected just wide. Ricochets all the way out, momentum out to the point, dumped it along the boards. Sent back out to 16, he rips a shot. Broken up by the body of Cook. And Luke Cook now had skated it out, and it was poke checked and dumped off of his stick by 21. Crossing over the blue line, so offsides is going to bring momentum to a close. It'll be a far side face-off in front of the Jacks bench in the Angels zone. Oh, looks like they're switching to be a near side face-off. Cody, the official dropping the puck. Face-off was won by Bemidji. Split the thread of the needles. Dumped back out in the neutral zone. Recovered by Theraldson. Theraldson passes it up to Sandy. Sandy tried turning, getting a shot towards net. It was broken up by Bemidji. Chasing it into the corner is Lundy. Aiken gives his support. Poke checked it down behind the net. Sandy is there also. Kept in at the far side point by Nyquist. Recovered by Bemidji. Bemidji cross-ice pass to 21. 21 receives it. He'll skate it back down into the Angels' end. Pass across to the point. He walks in. Loose puck saved by Noonan. Snuck around near side. Back behind. Recovered by Bemidji. Shot from the far wall. Stopped short. Centering pass. And it's going to be recovered and cleared out. Shot on target beautifully by Aiken. A great job clearing the puck by the Angels. Not allowing the puck to go over the goal line, but actually hitting target, preventing any icing. A beautiful job there by Theraldson, had kept it in. Bouncing puck now. Flipped up and out. Forwarding pass, looking for that breakaway. Broken up by Theraldson. Backhanded up by 26. Is going to be recovered by Emeneth.
He's aggressive and
Emeneth, he'll launch the puck inadvertently off the glass. And look, icing waved off. Not sure why the icing had been waved off. Poke checked away. Going for it. Oh, Jude Noah having a good chance. Nice job by Colton White reading it. Poke checked it away with the goalie stick. Kept in at the blue line by Jace Peasland. He'll send a whiff shot, which allows the puck to slide down in the corner. Recovered and dumped back near side by Bemidji. Tried to keep it in along the wall was Jenner Peasland. Icing waved off again. It's going to be picked up in the corner by Emeneth. Had it poke checked off of his stick. Sent down behind the net into the far corner. Pulled away. Shot for 15 on the centering pass for 40. Went just wide. Puck's going to get skated back out by Jace Peasland. Poke checked away. Slapped back down to the stick of Jenner Peasland. Peasland looking for the pass, launched it through multiple traffic. Puck dumped along the boards by White. Recovered by Jenner Peasland and goes across to Emeneth. Emeneth to Olsen. Olsen battling for it. He's tied up by 40. Shot towards net by 25, deflected high up into the boards behind the net. Recovered by Jenner Peaslin, fed it to Olsen. Pulled off the wall by Olsen. Olsen again sends it across to Emineth this time, and this is going to continue to skate it out of the zone. He'll dump it down and continue to give chase. Dumped up along the boards by White, picked up by 40. 40 was trying to flip it up far side. Stripped away by Bolte as he reverses direction again. Bolte on the far wall. Lost it in the snow that was in front of the Angels bench. Recovered by Nyquist. Nyquist a little bit of a whip. Sent it up to allow Therrelson. Therrelson near side pass kicked into the zone by Tweeten. 20 for the Jacks recovers. Cycles down below their net. Tried getting poke checking, it was key. 20 continues skating with the puck. Stripped away. Nice, beautiful poke check by Therrelson. Sends the puck along the wall. It's going to continue down into the near corner. Nyquist get taken down hard by 40. Puck dump now behind the goal line where Key is going to continue to give chase. Key had separated player from puck. Continues to go toward it, slid his way towards net. Stepping up from the point was Therrelson. Bemidji able to poke check it around off the wall. Quick change of direction. Doing the Gretzky, sends it out near side to 26. 26 winds up, leg saved by Noonan. Cleared wide by Angels. Therrelson dumped it up off the glass. That's going to be picked up now by Polanski. A 2-on-1, sends it across to Key. Key winds up, nice read by White. Bemidji back on the offensive. Passes it up to 40. Read by Peaslin. He couldn't jumble or settle the bouncing puck. Pass from Sandy across to Emineth. Emineth was tied up. Sandy added some support. Strips the puck away. Backhand attempt to keep it in, but it hits the body of Sandy as he slid out into the neutral zone. Puck's now going to get dumped back down behind the net where Jenner Peaslin will recover it. Quick put on the brakes, change of direction. Nice pass behind the Jacks player. Ricochets off the stick of Sandy. Cross-ice pass broken up off the body. Brought back in, a rifle shot by 27. Sends it up over the netting into the glass, or up over the net into the glass. Emineth now with it. Pulls it around. Quick shot from 23. Gets deflected wide behind. Battle now along the near wall. Shot from the point. Saved by Noonan. Deflected rebound up into the far corner. Pass out to 27. No clear shot, so he dumped it back in behind. Pass from behind the goal line out front. Cleared wide by Peaslin. Jenner Peaslin got it out of the way. Kept in at the point. Pass broken up by Sandy. Flips it up high. And Peaslin's going to, Polanski's going to get a stick on it. Sends it down into the Jacks end. Jacks had the puck bouncing around, recovered by DeFiore. Pass back to D for time and space on the regroup. Bemidji regained possession in the neutral zone. Pressured, dumps the puck off the glass. Nyquist recovering it behind the goal line. Sends it up along the wall to Noah. Kept in by 15 on the stick of Jace Peaslin. That was Nyquist. Puck deflected off Aiken's stick to 22. 22 sent it up along the wall to 21, who's fresh on the ice from the Jacks bench. Brought back down into the Angels' end. Dump pass on the boards from Peaslin, broken up. Shot from the point. Blocker save. Cleared up behind the net. Nice backhand pass into the corner from Nyquist. Pass on the near side from Noah. Recovered by 16. He dumps it back down. They get it further deep. It's recovered by Nyquist. Nyquist again up off the boards. Nice poke forward by Noah. We got a 2-on-1. Aikens with him. Noah tries to look for that pass across. Pass out front to DeFiore. And Bemidji was there. Cleared wide. Shot from DeFiore. Blocker saved by White. Dump pass back behind from Noah, picked up by Bemidji defense. Kept in along the far wall by Therrelson. Uses a skate to kick it up to himself. He's pressured on it. Tried getting it into a shooting formation. Couldn't do it with too many Jacks bodies. Bemidji regains possession, sends it back down in the Angels' end where Nyquist finds it. Nyquist up to Olsen. Olsen clears it up out of the zone. It's tied up along the boards by 27. How is that not offsides? As 21 was on the ice and getting on this one there. But Angels will recover, bring it back down. Here's Therrelson. Therrelson's going to wind up. He'll rip a shot. Glove save, and Colt White's going to hold onto that one. And finally, we have a break. There's 5:57 to go, and I can once again get a drink, try and cool my throat. How's Grandma today? Better. Off the face-off. Puck along the far wall. It's going to get flipped up by 26, grabbed by Eminef. He reverses direction. 20 recovers still. In front of the Angels bench. Dumps it down deep. Puck slides behind the Angels net. Backhanded up off from behind the goal line by Jenner Peaslin. Giving chase is Tweeten. Tweeten's going to continue. Backhanded across. Looking for Angels. Found Bolte. Bolte tried sending it over to Tweeten. And icing is going to bring the puck back. It's going to come down for a far side face-off down in the Jacks end. Blocker hand side of Colton White. Quick off the draw, backhanded. Couldn't quite get a stick on it, was Key. As White was butterfly extending as much as he could. Blown tire for Bemidji. Keeps the puck down behind the goal line. Recovered now by Polanski out front. Key with it. Key friendly fire. His shot gets deflected, broken up by traffic. Bemidji's 40, sends it across to 25. He's going to go down on the play, no call on it. Easlin with the puck in the corner. Slid underneath the stick of Key, recovered by 29. 29 across, and it's dumped back down deep by Jacks. Eminef gets trucked hard into the boards by 40. Whose puck now slides around across far side. Key's with it. Broken up by 20. He is able to try and dump it down deep. Broken up by 27. 27 up to 40. Got away with one there. As Eminef's stick was kind of misconjobulated. Shot from the point. Saved by Noonan. Quick save brings the puck wide into the corner. Puck's going to get dumped out of the zone by Aiken. Pressured by Lundy. Lundy's still vigilant on it. Bemidji winning the red line, dumps it back down. It's going to rim itself along behind the wall, or behind the net into the far corner. Tied up over there is Eminef. Cook's adding his support. Pulled away by Bemidji. Bemidji backhand redirected the puck towards net. Cleared wide by Noonan's stick. Puck still remains behind the net. Breakout pass up to Eminef. He'll have enough of that mess, so he's going to launch it all the way down, get a stoppage of play. It'll be icing, but it'll be a line change for the Angels. It'll be a far side face-off with 3:37 to go in period 2. Blocker hand side of Noonan. Nice face-off win for Sandy. Pulled along the far wall by Nyquist. Hand it back to Therrelson, up to Lundy. Lundy feeds it up to Aiken. Or fed it up to Sandy, rather. And Sandy got it to Aiken. Aiken tries pulling it in towards net from the corner. Broken up by Bemidji. Kept in at the blue line by Lundy. Slap back out by Bemidji. 23 is going to have it. Going in on the tie-up by Therrelson. Still was able to get a shot towards net. Saved by Noonan. Cleared out. And the puck's going to roll back down into the Bemidji end. Dumped back up to 24, who was waiting it along forward along the far wall. 23 recovers. Centering pass broken up by Sandy. Fed it up to Aiken. Aiken off the near wall. Sends it across. Bounces up over the stick of Lundy. And Bemidji's got it. Reaching for it. It was Therrelson who redirected it. And the puck's going to get launched down by Aiken for another icing, but another line change. It'll be a near side faceoff, dropped by official Cody. Down in the Angels' end, glove hand side of Noonan. DeFiore now with the draw, bouncing puck kicked out To the point from Jace Beaslin, kept and broken up by DeFiore, sent back out in the neutral zone. 27 pressured by Noah. Back up to 15, centering past the 22, who couldn't quite get a shot. Passed it across, looked for 15. He was tied up. Pass from out front, glove save, and held on by Noonan. As the puck was bouncing up through the air, he was able to track it. 2:13 to go. Game remains scoreless. DeFiore with the drop. Jace Beaslin absolutely just ragdoll launched the player. No call on the play. Puck dumped down deep by Bemidji. Wraps along the boards and recovered by 21. Puck remains tied up along the wall. DeFiore's reaching for it. Looks like he's able to pull it out. Todre gets it around. Pass across, broken up by 15. 15's shot got redirected before he could release it. Bouncing puck now in the corner. Bemidji's going to recover, pass out front. Massive save by Noonan as a player out in the slot reconnected with it. A beautiful save by Noonan, snags it out of the air. A save for the ages, keeps the game tied at zeros. What a save. That was awesome. Off the draw. Cook wins it into the corner. It's recovered by Theraldson. Theraldson's going to continue skating it out. Pass across, slid it through 25. He's going to recover. He'll dump it down deep and give chase. Bemidji had recovered, tried to clear it out. Goes out in the neutral zone, finds Theraldson. Theraldson bank pass off the boards. Angle just a little bit too far in front of Polanski. He's able to recover it. Dump down into the corner, giving chase is key. He'll backhand it along the wall, allows Cook to find it. Cook with it, pass out front. He's had Polanski there. Puck read by White. Cook checked away. 16 with it. Couldn't get it around past 40 or Key. Key centering pass, no one there for the Angels. Broken, brought back out by the Angels. 13, that would be Polanski. He dumps it back down deep, under a minute to go, 30 seconds. Puck rimmed hard along the far glass. It's going to get brought back in, but offsides. As Key was tied up and couldn't get cleared back out of the zone. There's 26.4 seconds to go in period 2. It's a far side face-off in the Bemidji end in front of the Angels bench. And Bolte setting up for the draw. Face-off won by Bemidji. DDD near side pass. Forwarding pass up to 23. Off target, broken up by Jenner Peaslin. Tweeton tries dumping it back down deep. Stop short by Bemidji. They did the same thing. Stop short by Amenak. Tweeton's now able to steal it away. Looks for it on the spin. Tries to find an outlet. Wide angle shot. Chest save. It held on by White. Nice little nice save from Olsen to White, and then a love tap from the goalie stick to the back of the leg. Two former teammates and current friends facing off against one another. 4.2 seconds to go. Empty net for the Angels. Looking with the extra attacker. On the draw, bouncing puck, and that's going to bring the puck into the corner. And time's going to come to a close, and that's going to do it for period 2. Both teams are going to revert back to their locker rooms. We'll have a little bit longer break for Zamboni ice resurfacing for getting back at it for the conclusion of the game in period 3. Here in a little bit. Stick around, we'll be right back. Colton Edgeman's on fire too. Yeah, that's him. Area 3 underway. Let's get zoomed in a little bit closer. Puck dumped in, giving chase. Going after it is Noah. Noah recovers behind, pass out front, reaching for it. Save on the rebound, and Colton White reaching for it while laying on his back, able to locate it, covering it with the puck. Miraculously keeping it out for Bemidji. As I said before the game to some of the Angels players, it's going to be difficult to try and sneak one past Colton White. You're going to have to work together. Off the draw with the Fjord. Quick shot. Blocker saved by White. Deflected up near side. Chipped out of the zone by 24. Recovered by 23. They'll pass it across. 18 carries it into the corner. He's tied up by DeFiore. Harrelson there with it. He'll reverse direction. Pull check off of his stick by 24. Tries jumping it off the boards deep. Pulled in wide angle shot saved by Noonan. Puck in the corner. Pass from behind the goal line up to Peaslin, Jace Peaslin. He's going to launch it all the way down, but it will be an icing, so it'll get brought back for a far side face-off down in the Angels' end. Glove hand side of Noonan. Dumped along the boards by the Angels following the draw. Tied up is Sandy. And puck's going to get chipped up and out of play. Up over the glass. Puck recovered by Mr. Noonan. Good job, Noonan! On the draw, puck slides around 26, recovered, pass back across to 27. He's pressured, backhands it up, broken up by M&F. 26 regains possession, tries to dump it up on the boards, stopped short by Aiken, and that puck gets deflected off a stick into the Angels bench. And Coach Carson will receive the souvenir. He hands the puck back to the official timekeeper. Center ice face-off by Bemidji. DDD pass, forward broken up by Lundy. Kept into the blue line by Aiken. Aiken pass across to Sandy. Sandy looking for Lundy out front. He was tied up. Recovered by Bemidji. They're going to carry it back out. And Aiken now is going to go. He'll sit for 2, and that'll be a slashing penalty, as he knocked the Bemidji player's stick out of his hand. So that's going to be a power play opportunity again for Bemidji. And a face-off far side back down in the Angels' end. Following the face-off, puck by Therrelson. Pope checked off of his stick as he was wrapping along the boards. 24 with it, drops it back to 27. 27 down deep in the corner, fed it out front as he was sliding forward. Apologize for the bouncing video, kicked my own tripod. Puck tied up along near wall, back out to 27. No clear shot as it was, let's see, who got, oh, it's Sandy got the penalty, not Aiken. Aiken's out there on the penalty kill, that confused me there for a second. Puck possession regained by Therrelson. Therrelson skating it back down deep. He's able to chip it down into the corner. It's going to be recovered by Bemidji. Pass across to the far wall. 27 is going to carry it back down into the Angels' end. Well checked away by Aiken. Aiken dumps it up off the boards. 16 keeps it in at the point. Along the wall, stripped away by Therrelson and flipped back up and out of play. Under a minute to go on the penalty kill for the Angels. Pass from 21 near side to 24. Stepping up is M&F. M&F's going to carry it back across the blue line. He'll wind up, rip a shot. Chest save and held on by White. 40 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Bouncing puck possession by Bemidji. They're able to chip it out, stripped away by Peaslin. Jenner Peaslin, beautiful sauce pass up to M&F. He lost it on the poke check. Puck had been recovered by DeFiore. It got rediverted down deep, sent from Jenner Peaslin to DeFiore. DeFiore tries to feed it across. Broken up by 40 on a quick shot and a quick premature whistle that favors the Angels as Noonan made the save, but the puck was loose down in front of the leg pad. Out of view of the official. It's going to be a far side face-off now in Angels' end. Left-hand side of Noonan, 11:30 to go. 13 seconds to go on the penalty. Angels, the puck stays down in their end. Should recognize that. Sandy coming out of the box will be behind the defense. Tries to clear it out. It's kept in at the point. Dumped back in along the boards. 2 seconds to go. Angels now are back at full strength. Bemidji defense had recognized and dropped back for the penalty expiration. Centering pass to Noah is kept in, dumped down deep by 18. Darrellton feeds it back into the corner to Nyquist. Kept in along the wall briefly by 26, but chipped out by Noah. Giving chase is Polanski. Cycling around the Bemidji player. Stripped away by DeFiore. Allows Polanski to wind up. He rips a shot. Was able to get a shot through the legs of the Bemidji player, but it was redirected and bounced towards Bolton. Tracked and covered. There was an Angels player that was crashing in towards the net looking for the rebound. White was able to get a glove on it. Cook with the face-off, bouncing puck following the draw. Skated it up out of the zone by 25, stripped away by Key. Cook left it for Key. He backhands it back into the zone. Changing direction behind the Jacks net by 16. Lost it off the skate of Polanski. Bemidji able to clear it up out of the zone. Shot towards net by M&F. Cleared wide by White's stick. 40 recovers for the Jacks. They'll backhand it up along the boards by the Angels bench, where it's recovered by Bolte. Bolte will rim the puck hard along the boards, kept in at the point. Pass from the wall, broken up by Jenner Peaslin. Polanski now recovers, feeds it up to Key. Key'll get it towards the blue line, dump it down deep for the line change. Shot from the wide wall by Tweeten, crosses in front of the crease. Bemidji regains control, poke checked away by Nyquist. Nyquist got trucked by 25 at center ice, dumped by Tweeten back down deep. Olsen giving chase in the corner. Bemidji reverses back behind. Player sent down hard, forwarding pass to Tweeten. Tweeten gets a shot while launching a jack stick out of their hands. Puck flipped up out of the zone by Bemidji. Giving chase to recover it is Darrellton. Darrellton overskating a jumbling puck. He'll have to cycle around, figure out an outlet. He's going to continue skating it up. Found the stick of Tweeten. Tweeten center ice pass to Olsen. Olsen tried dumping it down deep. The puck hit the extra stick laying on the ice. And icing now is going to be the call, which is going to give both teams a chance to get a line change if need be. Looks like both teams have fresh players out on the ice already, so it's going to be a far side face-off down in the Jacks' end with 8:45 to go in a game that still remains scoreless, but not for lack of good chances and opportunities, with some incredible goaltending on both sides. Quick turn shot from Peaslin towards net, saved by White, cleared out. Bemidji forwarding pass, couldn't handle it, was 21, recovered by Jenner Peaslin, overskating it was DeFiore. 26 dumps it down deep into the corner. Jenner Peaslin recovers, he'll put on the brakes. He's met with some resistance right away. Puck remains bouncing around behind the goal line. Tries to get it out is DeFiore. Pass right out front. Shot saved by Noonan. Pass from M&F. I think he was just trying to clear it, but it was broken up right in the slot by Bemidji. Shot on target. A wonderful luck save by Noonan. He keeps the game remaining scoreless. Off the draw. Puck cleared wide by Sandy. Picked up behind the goal line, giving chase, reaching for it. Tries to tip it up to Lundy. Battle along the wall. It's kept in by Bemidji. Sent back out towards the point by M&F. M&F passes it along the wall back far side. Jenner Peaslin's pass sneaks underneath the stick of Aiken. Aiken using a skate to break up. High flying bouncing pass from the neutral zone. Possession regained by the Angels. Icing waved off. Giving chase to recover behind the goal line is Aiken. Aiken looking for an outlet on the turn. That puck slid off of his stick before he could get a good redirect pass. Pass to clear the zone by Bemidji was broken up by Aiken. Nyquist recovers in the neutral zone, tries to dump it down deep, stops short by 26. Defense for Jacks. He's going to launch it all the way down. Icing waved off on the tip from Therrelton. Therrelton cycles down behind the net, bounces off the boards behind Lundy. Slides it down to the Bemidji defense. Bemidji defense back on in. 21 with it. He's able to go. Lost it on the D because he had Noonan beat, but couldn't connect with it. 27 now from out from the point. Shot. Loose puck. After a big save by Noonan. Gets sent into the corner. Cleared by the Angels. Puck's going to get recovered by Nyquist, and he'll launch it all the way down. Clearing it out and getting a line change. Some big saves by Noonan. 6:32 to go in the scoreless game. Face-off won by Bemidji. Shot! Blocker save on the point shot. It was a screen shot. Deflected up into the netting. Noonan absolutely dialed in. On the draw, puck bounced off the arm of Cook into the corner. Tries launching it down far side. Jenner Peasley feeds it up to Polanski. Polanski, sauce pass up through everybody over to Key near side. Tries to keep it in. Was Cook, found the stick of M&F. M&F across to Jenner Peaslin. Jenner Peaslin's pass forward, snuck through traffic. Pressure behind the goal line by Polanski. Bemidji recovers. Launches the puck, hits the back of the dome of Key. That allows the Angels to dump it down deep again. Giving chase behind the goal line is Cook. Bemidji back recovering, centering pass to 18, who will carry it back down deep. Puck checked away by Therrelton. And Therrelton tries to clear it up out in the neutral zone, but sends it into the Angels bench. Looks like timeout being called on the ice by Angels. There's 5:38 to go in period 3. That was an exciting one. Oh, jeez. He's dialed in. He's got to keep stay dialed. Right? Well, in order, if it remains scoreless, I haven't read the rules. To a short overtime, and then usually, because they have to have a winner, it goes to a shootout. Yeah. And that goal feeds most goalies hated because he was on, like, he is supposed to. Yeah, well, he just, the excitement, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. The nervousness isn't there. game of the goalies on both sides. There we go. Get back into it here for a third period. DeFiore with the draw. Far side wins it into the corner. Pulling it off the wall is Jenner Peaslin. Peaslin's going to skate it back out of the zone up far ice. Pass across near side to Noah. Noah on the turn. Tried to get a shot. Puck slid just off the tip of his stick before he could release it. Stepping up from the point is Peaslin. Offsides is going to be the call as it was inadvertently sent out of the zone before being brought back in by Jace Peaslin. So it's a far side faceoff in the Jacks end. Faceoff one, DeFiore to the stick of Peaslin. Loose puck picked up by DeFiore. He launches it along the boards. Pass from Noah on the wall. On the stick of DeFiore. Loose puck remains there. Spin shot, saved, cleared wide by White. Bemidji clears the puck up off the glass. Poke checked away by Jace Peaslin. 25 will dump the puck. It'll rim itself along the boards behind the Angels' net. Pass out front, shot from 40. Wasn't able to connect to it the way that I know that number 40 can absolutely fire pucks. That's a dangerous shot that you want to have right out front in the slot. Secondary shot there right at the end. Deflected up into the netting, or over the netting, off the stick of Noonan. A new biscuit will get brought into the game now following that deflection out of bounds. Cook with the draw, bouncing puck chipped up by Key, picked up by Polanski. Polanski will dump it into the far corner, continue to give chase. Key's there adding support. Bemidji recovers, kept in at the point by Nyquist, reaching for it, rips a shot, hits the crossbar as he had it open up over the blocker hand's shoulder. Bemidji recovers. It's being back checked by Therrelton on 21. Therrelton is being held on the play. No call on it. Pass out to 27. 27 rips a shot, gets deflected wide off bodies. Puck battle now behind the net. Picked up by Cook. Lost it in his skates. Reaching for it now is Nyquist, keeping it from getting dumped out in front. Cleared by Therrelton into the corner. Looking for it. Looking for a clear pass. Passes it back near side to Nyquist. Nyquist dumps it up off the glass. Stops short by 15. Kept in by 27. Hit the body of Cook. Kicked wide by Therrelton. Therrelton looking for an outlet for it. Rims it up along the wall over the far side to Polanski. Polanski's going to feed it up. Pressured by Key. Dumped back into the zone by Bemidji. Pressured wide by Therrelton. 21 with it. Had to try and change direction. Pressured by Nyquist. Shot from the point. Hit the skate of Bolte. Stopped short. Grabbed by Nyquist. He'll launch it up, bouncing into the far corner. Tries to go to get there is Tweeten. But icing will call the play dead before he can do that. It'll be a far side faceoff down in the Angels' end. Puck out front, gets cleared out. It remains bouncing around. 23 with it. Redirects it into the corner. He's tied up by Sandy. M&F there battling. Sandy's doing a good job. Tries to keep the puck from getting passed out front. Chipped up along the boards by Sandy. Reaching for it and going is Aiken as it was able to get out into the neutral zone. 29 on the spin reverse. Snuck it past everybody. Sent back towards the blue line, or towards the red line rather, by M&F. Sandy recovers, sends it across far side where 29 will recover it for the Jacks. They'll reverse down behind their net. Pass across, snuck through everybody. Racing to cover out front is M&F. Chasing it down behind the goal line are the Jacks. Centering pass, beautifully read and broken up by Noonan. Pass out to the point, 227. Pass across. Shot. Saved by Noonan. Rebound cleared wide by Emineth. Emineth's going to try and bounce it up off the boards. Picks it up now by Aiken. Aiken's going to cycle around, drop pass back to Peaslin. Peaslin rips a shot. Leg saved by White. And offsides is going to be the whistle as the puck was dumped back into the zone by Jace Peaslin after crossing over the blue line. A minute 39 to go in the scoreless game here in third period. What a game we've had so far. DeFiore now with the draw. Puck driven forward by 21. Reaching for it is Jace Peaslin, recovered by Bemidji. Pass back near side to 27. Tries slapping at it was DeFiore. Puck recovered by Nyquist in the zone. Drop pass back looking for DeFiore. Puck's going to make its way out in the neutral zone, having to regroup. Chased now by Noah. Tries to dump it down deep. Broken up by the left. Of Therrelson. Bemidji pulling in towards there. Rips a shot, deflected just wide. Off of a body. Kept in along the wall by 15. Hauled up by DeFiore. DeFiore pressured. Sends it across behind the net to Therrelson. Therrelson lost it on the pressure along the wall. Puck gets dumped back down behind where Nyquist will grab it. Olchek and stripped off of his stick. He backhands it back out towards the point. Shot! Save off the shin pad of Therrelson. Lots of slapstick hockey. Bounces around. Recovered by Noah. Noah tries clearing the puck off the board. Shot from the point. Able to go up there. And now going for it. And Angels are going to have a power play. And an extra attacker coming on the ice with the empty net for the Angels. And with Bemidji touching it, that's going to bring the play to an end as the Angels will have their power play opportunity following a hooking or a holding. I'm not sure. Wait for the official call. Is 16 for Bemidji will go. .9 seconds remaining in period 3. Face-off 1 by Bemidji into the corner. Bemidji defensively looking to try and pass out to the point to Therrelson. Therrelson tried ripping a shot, deflected off the skate of 21, and that's going to bring period 3 to a close. We're going to have some free hockey coming for you here momentarily, and both teams are going to get some instruction. Actually, it looks like there will not be any overtime or shootout to come to a conclusion of the pool game. So both teams neither earning a point, but sometimes more importantly, nor losing a point. It'll come down to how both these teams play against their opponents. Bemidji beating Mandan with a close one yesterday. It's my understanding, I believe 3-2 was the score that I heard. Angels also winning yesterday, so both teams earning points from those wins, earning no points, but not losing any. So it'll all come down to how these two teams play here this evening. It'll be Angels facing off against Mandan, Bemidji facing off against Chaska Chanhassen. And that'll do it for us here this morning at H.A. Thompson Arena in Fargo. Both teams doing awesome. Goaltenders both absolutely playing stellar, out of their mind games. Certainly was a game of goalies. Fantastic representation of both teams, putting tons of skill together. A really fun one to call. My pleasure to do it for everybody. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back at it. Let's see here this evening. 6:30 is the puck drop. Angels versus Man.